Welcome back to the Emperor Atheist channel with your host, the Emperor Atheist. What's been going on, YouTube family? Back with another video, of course. Try to keep it entertaining, you know what I mean? But this is still another, I ain't gonna say a continuation of a video I did concerning Black Atheists, but it's basically a call to Black Atheists. I did a video earlier, and I basically a couple of days ago, a few weeks ago, made a video basically asking where the hell are all the Black Atheists at. So this particular video is basically kind of like on the same mindset. It's basically saying that basically we need more Black Atheists. Well, Emperor Atheists, why do you say we need more Black Atheists? Simple fucking answer. And I've always said this. I stress this on video. I stress this in person. I stress it all the time. I've been stressing for years. Simply because we need a counter within the Black community. Because the Black people, the Black community itself, are the most religious people on the face of the planet Earth, I think. And we need more Black people to think rationally and to think reasonably and to think logically and to just stand up against this religious onslaught, because that's what it is. That's what it's been. I mean, all the way back to the Crusades, not just for Christianity, with Islam. Islam is bullshit too, man. Islam is as far as my opinion, I'm not going to say worse, but probably in this day and time it's worse. Hell, Muslims, as far as the slave trade goes, as far, people talk about Christianity a lot and how Christianity used versus in the New Testament or Old Testament to uphold slavery. And we know that this Yahweh or this Elohim was a ridiculous God. He was a jealous God. He was ignorant. He was a fucking dumbass motherfucker. But we also understand that even Muslims and Prophet Muhammad had slaves himself. And the Muslim slave trade, for a lot of you who don't know, and I'm talking to you Black people who don't know this, the Muslim slave trade lasted 1,000 years. So those of you Blacks who jumped out of Christianity to go to Islam, you ain't did shit. So they destroyed Africa as well. And yeah, there's a lot of countries in Africa. A lot of people became Muslim. And I know a lot of you, you like to mention certain people or certain famous rulers as being Muslim, but that shit don't mean the hell of the beans when you look at the history of what Islam actually did to us as far as converting and the history of Islam in Africa. It wasn't good either. So you talk about the English and Christianity, then you got to still talk about Islam too, because Islam also hurt that continent. Did nothing good for Africa as well either. But like I was saying, and like I always like to say, I don't know what it will basically take. I mean, as far as to get more Blacks or to attract more Black people away from the Black church. Because I said this in my last video, the Black church as an institution, as a brainwashing institution, and not, and not even just to say as a brain, because the church period is a brainwashing institution. Black, white, Italian, Catholic, whatever. It's all a brainwashing tool, but just the Black church as a whole, just in and of itself, has a strong hold and gives a lot and offers a lot to Black people. And it has a strong history with Black people, like I've said before. And that's kind of hard to fight against, you know what I'm saying? If you don't really have nothing to offer. Like as far as me, people like me, you have a lot of atheists who just studied on their own, who just came up out of it on their own. But everybody ain't gonna be the same, you know what I mean? Some people need to see other Black atheists doing their thing, and I don't think we as Black atheists are doing enough. You have these different groups out here. You have Black Atheists of America. You have Black non-believers. They trying to do things and da. But like I say, I don't think they're doing enough. You know what I mean? I don't think we're making our voice heard enough. It's almost like you're trying to affiliate with other things and with other people to try to me, a lot of these Black atheist groups, they want to get almost like they want to be okayed by the white atheists, or they want to be accepted first. You know what I mean? Instead of just going out there doing what you're supposed to do in your community. You know what I mean? And that's what stops me from being around a lot of them, because you got got to the first thing you got to do, you have to understand something. And I'm talking to you, black atheists, those who have already come out the closet. You can't just say you're atheist, right? And then just be in a shell with each other. You know, it's like you think you're part of this members only club or some shit, and that ain't how it works. You know what I mean? You still ain't no better than the black Christian or the black Muslim or anybody else. And I get that a lot from a lot of other black atheists. It seems as though, you know, well, I came to this conclusion, well, you know, that's it. I ain't got to do nothing else. And I just don't think that's the right attitude to have. We need more black atheists, period. You know what I mean? A lot of us seem like we dropped religion, or, you know, we became irreligious, and we just jumping into the melting pot of atheists or atheism. And I don't think that's good, because, and I'm going to tell you why I don't think that's good as far as being a black atheist in this country. Compared and put up against white atheists in the country. When you look at white people and you look at black people in this country, we just deal with white and black. We won't deal with Hispanics and anything like that. First of all, there's differences, major differences, education differences, financial differences. Most white people, most white families, last 30, 40 years, they come from more two-parent homes, okay? They make more money in households. The education level is higher. That's just the fucking truth. You get mad about it, I don't give a two shits about you getting mad. It's just the fucking stats and it's the facts. Now, why do I bring that up? How do I connect that? How do I correlate it? I'm going to tell you how I correlate it. Religious people, the most religious people on planet Earth, who I say are blacks, but even aside from that fact, because that's my opinion, that that black people are the most religious people, even though it might be factual, but that's just my opinion. But this is factual, what I'm about to say. Poverty is tied to education, or not being educated enough. And also what we notice in a lot of these polls, and like I mentioned in my last video about these Pew studies, not only is poverty lacked to low education, high school dropouts, things like that, but religious fervency is linked to poverty, and it's linked to low education rates. In other words, according to these Pew studies that have been done over and over again, have been done over the last 10, 15 years, the less educated a person is, 9 times 10, the more poor. I mean, that's kind of like common sense. You know, you don't go to school, you don't get your degrees, you don't finish school. I mean, of course, you're going to get, you know, the $5 hour jobs. You're going to get the minimum wage, you know. Okay, that should be cut and dry. Shouldn't be no debate about that. And we are the less educated people in this country. Hispanics even gaining on us right now. That's a bad thing. I want y'all to keep this in mind, black atheists, okay? Not only are we losing on the grounds of education, our black kids are losing on the grounds of education, we still have a difference in test scores. Not only are we losing that department, but these Pew studies also show that the same religious fervency, which you mostly see in black people, also ties to low-paying jobs, low education. Now, I'm going to tell you my reasons why I think this, why I think religion is also a culprit in the way we think about our education, the way we think about our financial futures, and the way we think about a lot of things. Why do I blame Jesus or Allah or any of these things? I'm going to tell you why. The religious fervency is so high amongst blacks, not really high amongst whites and Asians and Hispanics like it is among blacks. That's a true fact. But the thing about it, if a person is depending on something that is not real, I want y'all to pay attention to this, man. You know, I might step on a lot of toes, hurt a lot of feelings, but hey, it is what it is. You can turn the video off anytime you fucking want to. It's your choice. If a person believes in an imaginary friend, right? And he believes this fucking imaginary friend watches him all day, loves him, gonna take care of his family, and no matter how bad shit is, some kind of way this fucking imaginary friend is gonna help him. Then what this does to the person, it actually cripples the person. It makes the person think that it's okay, because this is the stigma that black people's had since slavery. It's okay. We've been getting killed. We're getting dog sicked on us. Been water hosed down, beaten, castrated, been given fucked up. The playing field has not been right. Everything has been just fucked up for blacks. But our mothers and grandmothers and grandfathers, they always told us it's okay. Jesus will be there. We're gonna come out in the end. We're the chosen people. Messages from the Black Hebrews or whoever. This is how it's supposed to be. We're gonna get our pie in the sky. All of this, I hope y'all follow me. This whole pie in the sky, your slave master, he'll get his in the end type shit. Shit just ain't real, y'all. And the sooner we fucking wake up and realize ain't no goddamn angels gonna help us, no fucking Jesus, no fucking Allah, no pedophile Muhammad is coming back to help us. The sooner black people wake the fuck up, the sooner we wake the fuck up, I guarantee you, our education rates will rise, our financial situation will rise. Because if I'm happy with a $10, $11, $12 hour job, 9 times out of fucking 10, I'm happy with that, because I think this is, hey man, God bless me with this job, man. God bless me. You know what I'm saying? It could be worse. This is the fucking mentality that black people have. And other black atheists and agnostics got to help them get away from this shit. We have to make our fucking self more known and vocal. And we basically got to tell our people, man, this is bullshit, man. You know what I mean? Because, you go to a fucking black church, man, you been there motherfucking 6 hours. You go to a white church. And this is why I say the comparison between white religiosity and black religiosity is that shit like night and day, man. White people don't take religion to the fucking dome like black people do. And therefore, a lot of whites, they probably still be going to church. They'll be Catholic all their life. They'll be this all their life, or they'll be Jewish all their life. But them motherfuckers, man, is going to get it. They're going to get the money. They're going to get the education. And in the back of their mind, they're not waiting on no fucking spook God to do nothing for them. See, that's the difference between black religious people and white religious people. White religious people have a tendency to kind of know better. They believe that shit, but they also know they got to go out there and fucking get it. Black people tend to think it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Jesus is going to make it all right. Jesus ain't going to make shit all right. Because Jesus probably ain't even fucking real. And if he is real, the motherfucker dead, and he ain't listened to a goddamn thing y'all saying. We got to go out there. We got to get our mind off religion into real education. Mainly financial education. Why do I say financial education? It should be common sense why I say financial education, but some of you still might be thinking, why you keep focusing on financial education? Because finances is what work. We need to learn more things about credit. We need to learn how laws work around the IRS. We need to learn these things so we can stop being manipulated by insurance companies. We need to stop being manipulated by creditors. We need to learn this shit and stop thinking some goddamn spook God is going to make everything okay, because that's not going to happen. What needs to happen and what's going to happen is you're going to be fucked up. You're going to die damn near broke. You're not going to be able to leave your children out a damn thing fucking with this Jesus shit. The only way you're going to be able to leave your family something if you get off your ass, learn financial security, leave this religious shit alone. It ain't going to help you. I know a lot of you probably saying, oh man, well Jesus done bless me with this job. I make $70,000 a year. I make $8,000 a year. Jesus didn't bless you with that fucking job. If you got a job like that, 9 times 10 you went to school and you worked for it. That's what you did. And 9 times 10 if you're black and you're making $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 a year, guess what? You're a small fucking minority. And you're a fucking pea in the pod compared to white people who making twice as much as you. So I always have to say this to certain of you black people, because I have a lot of you black friends who always say the same dumb shit. Well, I'm riding around in 2017 Range Rover. I'm straight. One thing I can't get enough of saying this. I can't. I could never not say this enough. Black people in America, I don't give a fuck what you have. What you have, if you have it, you worked for it, you earned it. But one thing about it, you can never raise above the condition of your people, no matter what you got. And the collective condition of your people in this country is fucked up. It's fucked up. We beneath fucked up. So it is what it is, man. We got to get away from this fucking religion and learn how to get money, save money, learn credit. It's simple as that, man. Jesus ain't gonna help y'all, man. It's 2017. Get away from that shit. Thanks everybody once again for liking all my videos, sharing my videos. I love all your comments, negative and positive. Keep doing y'all thing, man. And remember, man, Black Atheists, we got to come out a little more, man. We need to start writing more books. We need to do something, man. We can't be scared to goddamn show ourselves. We need to come out in numbers. And I guarantee once we come out in numbers, it's going to be like we can start a domino effect in this country as far as with Black Atheists. White Atheists, they moving right along well. Their numbers are growing. Be that. But the Black Atheists numbers seem to be stagnated. And we got to do something about that, man. We got to do something about that. We got to get more, especially to the next generation. A lot of the old heads, you past 40 and you still believe in that bullshit, fuck it. Die believing that shit. But, the young ones, man, the teenagers, ones coming up, man, we need to get our black kids more in tune with science, We shouldn't want our next generation of black children to grow up thinking that some goddamn God in the sky came down and had snakes talking and was talking through a burning bush to some fucking motherfucking prophet in the Middle East, or believing in goddamn Noah's flood, and we shouldn't have our kids growing up believing in mythical shit like this. It's just like saying, it's almost like saying, you want to have these kids growing up believing this shit, you might as well teach them at 10, 11, 13, 14, 15 years old that stalks really bring babies. Instead of telling them the truth about the scientific way how babies are really made, you might as well tell them that the fucking stalks still bring babies up until they're 21. Because it's the same shit of you allowing them to grow up to believe in shit like the Bible and the Quran. So, it's detrimental. It really is. It's detrimental. But like I said, man, everybody, we need to step our game up, including me too. We need to step our game up, put our message out there better, man. I'm Emperor Atheist. I'm out.